Have you ever wondered why we should bother understanding our history? History is the compass that navigates us through the vast ocean of time. It's not merely a collection of dates, events, and names. It's the story of us, of who we are, and how we've come to be. It's the narrative of human triumphs, failures, hopes, and fears. History illuminates the path that led us here, helping us understand our present and guiding us towards our future. It's a fascinating journey of discovery, one that unravels the mysteries of our ancestors and their civilizations, their thoughts, their actions, and their legacy. Today we embark on this journey, a whirlwind tour through the annals of time, from the dawn of civilization to the complex world we inhabit today. We'll uncover the impact of humanity's greatest achievements and darkest hours on our world. So buckle up as we take a whirlwind tour through the annals of time. Imagine a time when humans first began to settle down, trading their nomadic lifestyle for a more settled one. This was the dawn of civilization, a monumental shift that forever altered the course of human history. In the fertile crescent of Mesopotamia, the first known civilization sprouted. Here, the invention of writing was born, and with it, the ability to record history, laws, and trade. In this cradle of civilization, the wheel was also spun into existence, revolutionizing transportation and warfare. Meanwhile, along the Nile, the ancient Egyptians were erecting monumental pyramids and developing systems of mathematics and early forms of medicine. Their intricate hieroglyphs and grand architectural feats still captivate us today. Further east, the Indus Valley civilization flourished. Known for its urban planning, this civilization boasted well-planned cities with advanced sewage systems. They were masters of metallurgy, crafting tools and ornaments from bronze and precious stones. And in the Far East, ancient China emerged. They blessed the world with inventions like paper, the compass, and gunpowder, shaping the future of communication, navigation, and warfare. These ancient civilizations, each unique yet interconnected, were the first to cultivate the soil of human potential. They sowed the seeds of art, science, and technology, and their contributions continue to nourish our modern society. These civilizations laid the foundations for the world as we know it. Enter an age of remarkable thinkers, artists, and leaders, the classical period. This era, pivoting around ancient Greece and the Roman Empire, was a cradle of civilization that still echoes throughout our world today. Ancient Greece, a collection of city-states with Athens and Sparta at the helm, was a beacon of intellectual and artistic achievement. It birthed democracy, philosophy, and the arts, leaving an indelible imprint on Western civilization. Pioneers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle questioned the nature of knowledge, reality, and ethics, laying the groundwork for much of Western philosophy. Then there was the Roman Empire, an extraordinary testament to governance and engineering. Their legal system became a foundation for many modern laws, while their architectural feats, such as aqueducts and roads, still inspire awe today. These classical civilizations shaped many of the principles and ideas we value today. The classical period wasn't just a chapter in history, it was a foundation stone for the world we know. Fast forward to a time often dubbed as dark, but was it really? Welcome to the Middle Ages. This was a period that spanned roughly 1,000 years, from the fall of the Roman Empire in the 5th century to the dawn of the Renaissance in the 15th. In this era, we saw the rise of feudalism, a system where lords and vassals exchanged land for loyalty and service. This created a hierarchical society, with the king at the top and serfs at the bottom. The Middle Ages also saw the Byzantine Empire's resilience in the East and the blossoming of Islamic civilization, which made significant strides in science, mathematics, and philosophy. The Crusades, the series of religious wars, marked this period too, shaping the cultural and political landscapes of Europe and the Middle East. And then, as the Middle Ages waned, the Renaissance dawned, reviving interest in arts, sciences, and learning. This period was a bridge connecting the ancient world to the modern era. Now, imagine a time when the world seemed to expand, when new lands were discovered and cultures collided. This was the age of exploration, a period that saw daring voyages, the likes of which had never been seen before. Adventurous explorers charted new territories, bridging the gap between the old world and the new. Trade routes were established, leading to an unprecedented exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures across the globe. However, this era wasn't just about discovery and trade, it also marked a time of conquest and colonization. The indigenous populations of the newly discovered lands faced devastating impacts, from the spread of foreign diseases to the loss of their lands and freedom. As the voyages of exploration continued, the world began to shrink in the eyes of those who dared to journey beyond their horizons. The globe was being connected in ways previously unimagined. The world was becoming a global village, for better or worse. Picture a world where ideas sparked revolutions and changed the course of history. Welcome to the era of Enlightenment and Revolution, a time where the scientific revolution and the Enlightenment fundamentally transformed society, politics, and philosophy. The scientific revolution, with its innovative thinkers like Galileo and Newton, challenged the traditional views of the universe. This period was a crucible for ideas, and it ushered in the Enlightenment. Thinkers such as Voltaire and Rousseau questioned authority, championing reason, liberty, and the scientific method. These ideas didn't just stay on paper, they sparked key revolutions that changed the world. The American Revolution, with its cry for independence and equality, was inspired by these Enlightenment ideals. Across the Atlantic, the French Revolution echoed similar calls for liberty and fraternity. These revolutions weren't just political upheavals, they were ideological shifts that created ripple effects, influencing societies globally. These revolutions set the stage for the modern political landscape. Imagine a world transformed by the machine, where smokestacks dotted the skyline and cities grew. This was the Industrial Revolution, a profound shift from agrarian societies to ones dominated by industry and machine manufacture. The advent of steam power, mechanized textile production, and the development of railroads heralded a new era of accelerated change. Technological advancements didn't just improve production, they reshaped the way people lived. Populations migrated from the countryside to urban areas, resulting in rapid urbanization. Cities swelled, and the image of the bustling factory became a symbol of the times. But this revolution wasn't without its repercussions. The environment bore the brunt of industrial pollution, and social disparities widened as the gap between factory owners and workers grew. Economically, however, nations prospered, and wealth increased. The Industrial Revolution was a time of dramatic change, a whirlwind of innovation and consequence. The world was on the cusp of a new era, driven by industry and innovation. Picture a world torn apart by wars, reshaped by conflict, and united in the aftermath. The early 20th century witnessed two cataclysmic events that would forever change the course of history: World War I and II. A tangled web of alliances, national pride, and a thirst for power set the stage for World War I, leaving millions dead and empires in ruins. Just 2 decades later, World War II erupted, a conflict even more devastating and widespread than the first. It was a war that saw the horrific realities of the Holocaust and ended with the chilling dawn of the nuclear age. Following these tumultuous times, a different kind of conflict emerged: the Cold War. Defined by a battle of ideologies rather than open warfare, it pitted the democratic West against the communist East, a rivalry that lasted nearly half a century. These global conflicts reshaped the world order, setting the stage for the contemporary world. Now, visualize a world interconnected and interdependent, driven by technology and globalization. The echoes of the past are still reverberating in our contemporary times. The post-war developments, the process of decolonization, the chilling era of the Cold War, they all left indelible marks on our world. Countries once under colonial rule emerged as independent nations, shaping a new world order. The Cold War era, a silent battle of ideologies, left the world divided into 2 blocks, its effects still visible in international relations. Then came a wave of globalization, breaking barriers, connecting people, and driving unprecedented growth. Technological advancements came hand in hand, changing the face of communication, transportation, medicine, and more, at a pace never seen before. Yet, beneath the veneer of progress, the world grapples with challenges, inequality, environmental degradation, conflicts, all rooted in our past. We find ourselves in a world shaped by the events of the past, living history in the making. So, why does history matter? Well, it's like a vast, intricate tapestry, where each thread is a story of human triumph, struggle, innovation, and change. It's the collective memory that shapes our societies, our cultures, and ourselves. From the rise and fall of empires to the revolutions that changed the world, each event has left an indelible mark on our present. Remember, by understanding our past, we can better navigate our present and future. So continue exploring, and until next time, keep learning.